Hi, it's Gail with TradersHelpDesk.com, and I wanted to show you this morning a technique to trade market tops and bottoms. As traders, we all love to call the market tops and market bottoms, and the British pound has an excellent example because we've had a 400 pip move to the downside, actually a little bit over 400. So in this case, there's a lot of traders that are thinking, okay, this is due for a retracement. It has to retrace. It can't just fall, fall, fall. The problem is, how do you protect yourself from risk? And with Nadex binaries, it makes it very simple to do. So in this case, the THD-ADX is oversold at the moment. The line is red and it is above 70. We also have the same situation on the 180-minute chart. So that's two time frames that are saying, yes, the market is indeed oversold. How can we take advantage of this without risking a lot of money? Well, if we go over to the Nadex binaries, and this is a demo account, and that's what I'm going to show you in, we could click on the 11 a.m., meaning that the option expires at 11 o'clock this morning, and we would look for a price that has a very low risk. In this example, if we chose the 11 a.m., the premium at this moment is only $27. So that gives you roughly about $73 as a potential on profit targets. Well, will it necessarily move in essence 30 pips before 11 o'clock? Well, we don't know that it will, because the British pound could actually move very, very slow at the market opening. We could go out to 3 p.m. and say, okay, we'll give it all day to make this movement. And in this case, if we did that and we looked at the same one, you have a $30 premium, giving you exactly a $70 profit potential. We could also look at the 7 p.m. and again, we just go and look for 6120. In this case, 6120 has a 47, but 6140 has 3150 as premium. Now it's gone up to $32. What about if we give it all day until 11 o'clock tonight? Again, let's go back and look at 6120 and 6140. You can see 6120 is at $48 and 6140 is at $34.50. In other words, for $34.50, you still have a profit potential of $65.50, okay? So let's say that we decide, okay, we want to go ahead and take the one for $61.40. We simply click on the offer, enter the number of contracts, and you can see that the maximum loss on 5 positions is $175. Maximum profit is $325. So we are not going to break the bank, so to speak, by trading the binaries when we think that there is going to be a movement to the upside. Now, the additional benefit with this is that once we place the order, we can actually go in and put in a profit target. And in this case, we entered at 35. So I am going to set a profit target at 63. And I'm going to place the order. And now we have a working order. So if it goes up and touches that order before 11 p.m. tonight, then I would be out of the market. Now, if at 11 p.m. tonight, price closes greater than 61.40 and has not touched my profit target that I have here at 63, and sometimes that does happen, then I will make the difference between my entry price, which is $35, and $100. Or in this case, it would be $65 per contract. Remember, I have 5 contracts on. But my risk is still limited to the $35, which I paid on entry. So as you can see, trading 5 contracts, your risk is still less than $200 on all 5 contracts, and your potential profit target is either 65 per contract or whatever you put in your profit target as. In this case, my profit target is $63, and that means that on the 5 contracts you would make a maximum of $140. Now, some of you may think, because I've set my profit target at $63, that you would have a negative expectancy. Remember, when we went in, there was a risk of $175. That is your maximum risk, okay? I am only willing to risk 45% of that, or on 5 contracts, it would be equal to $78.75. So basically, about $80 would be the maximum loss. So in other words, if this profit or loss reaches $80, then I exit the trade. Otherwise, I take my profit target, which comes out to be a maximum profit of $140. So actually, it's given you just a little bit better than a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Now, can you actually make a profit using this type of risk to reward ratio? I did a spreadsheet that generated 650 random trades, and what you will see is that yes, indeed, you actually can make money by using just a simple risk to reward ratio that is in your favor. So in this case, we have 325 winning trades. We take a loss at 45% of the maximum risk, and that's your initial risk on entry. There's 260 trades using that method, but sometimes there's emergencies. Maybe you had to get up and leave the computer, or just suddenly price went against you. So to compensate for that, there's 65 trades that sustain 100% loss. Now, this is based on trading 1 contract with a commission of $1.80, which is round trip per contract. As you can see in this scenario, the net profit would have been right at $4,200. The average trade net profit was $6.50. Your average loss is about $11. Your average win is about $32. Now, we can recalculate this, and of course we get different numbers. But what you will notice is that the expectancy typically remains just about the same, which is what I like to see personally. So in that case, it was 21. Now we have 20.94, 21, 21, 21, 21. And of course, all of these trades are being regenerated using this same methodology. What you will notice is that your expectancy remains the same. The average win actually stays the same, and your risk-reward ratio stays right about 1.3, which is where I want it to be. Now, because I use this method, I do have to maintain a check on the P&L. Again, I want to make sure that it doesn't go over that $80 of loss, okay? And this is just a simple way where when you want to call a market top or a market bottom, you can actually do it without risking a lot of money. As you can see, in this case, the market has moved as we anticipated. In fact, we've been able to call this bottom pretty much on target, and the trade is moving in our direction. Now, with Nadex, and this is where it sets Nadex apart from others, is that if I wanted to exit, I could simply exit the trade right now by simply clicking on my position and then place order. So this shows you a very simple way that you can limit your risk, still make a profit target when calling the market tops and bottoms.